Growing food alongside trees was a common practice up until the Second World War, when trees were removed to mechanised agriculture. We are now seeing a resurgence in interest in growing alongside trees as the UK moves towards a more sustainable farming practice, both economically and environmentally. Planting trees within horticultural enterprises can add value to your business by providing shelter, increasing soil organic matter, improving water management and natural pest management, as well as producing additional crops such as fruit, nuts, firewood, timber and wood chip.
We started our market garden 13 years ago now. We grow all kinds of things, lots of fruit and grapevines, an annual veg, and now thanks to Forest for Cornwall we've got our cider orchard planted.
The aim is to actually make us a little bit more robust and have another income stream. We've lost whole crops if we've got frosted at some point, and apple blossom hopefully will be a little bit later and less chance of getting frosted, so hopefully we'll always get apples for cider production.
We then went on an agroforestry course and discovered Italian alders. They're very easy to manage. They have a long season when they're in leaf, which is great for windbreak. They support lots of wildlife, they fix nitrogen, and their leaf litter is really helping to improve the organic matter in our soil. One thing that the windbreaks really have let us do, which I just can't imagine we would have done without them, is to have polytunnels here. Planting trees really quite close to the tunnels has stopped the worst of the wind, and the real bonus of that's been that we get a bit of shade in the summer as well.
I'm Amelia Lake and we're in the Real Food Garden. We're regenerative food producers. We supply veg boxes. I have on-site farm shop. We supply really high quality meat. More recently we've put in about 110 tree orchard focusing on apple trees. Every landowner wants to maximise the productivity and the resilience of their space, and trees are just an excellent tool for doing that. The trees work in 3 dimensions. If you're only harvesting a crop on the ground, you're not harvesting all of that sunlight that is coming into this space above the ground. I can harvest all the same amount of grass with my livestock as I was harvesting before, and I can get a crop from this whole area of space that just was providing nothing previously. So for me, it's about doubling up my production within the space. But we also put in 2 shelter belts, each containing about 200 trees. A shelter belt formed of natural native species was a fantastic choice for us. We looked at species that were going to have flowers for pollinators, berries for overwintering birds. We really wanted to start to bring that biodiversity into the space.
So my name's Ollie. We're at Mora Farm near Liskeard. We grow a mix of polytunnel crops and outdoor veg. So our aim was mainly for shelter and also for slowing water flow. We used to have a lot of water runoff from the top field, which went through quite a few plots. The aim was to kind of redirect water and kind of slow it, particularly when it's like really heavy rains. And that seems to have worked quite well. We haven't had any erosion since then. And we kind of broke this field into plots and then immediately planted elder rows down through. So I mean, having that help to actually get the trees in was mega.
You might want to think about coppicing or making wood chip, but do you have a use for that wood chip? Have you got the ability to make the wood chip? Is that going to be an important part of the business for years to come? For us, it certainly is. It's organic matter, and I think as fertiliser costs go up, we're going to be looking for other sources of fertility more and more. And for us, thinking about soil health is something that was definitely a consideration when we thought about what we wanted to grow and how we wanted it to be managed.
Forest for Cornwall has been amazing. I wouldn't have planted a lot of the trees without that help. I felt really lucky.
So Forest for Cornwall have been really supportive the whole way through. They've really understood my needs as a land manager and as a business person to make sure that we've got the right tree in the right place for the right purposes. You can get a tree in the ground, but have you protected it? How are you going to manage it, and how is it going to fit into the system? And I could tell that the team at Forest for Cornwall were on the same page as me with that right from the beginning. Just a really thoroughly lovely bunch of folks. Can I say that?
Forest for Cornwall can offer assistance in tree species selection, design layout, management advice and funding for planting. Get in touch with our team to find out how we can support your project.